What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastermind here for Hayat Cannabis Live. Coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan at the Hayat Dispensary, located in Hazel Park, Michigan, just near Detroit, Michigan. This is a medical and recreational dispensary. And for the first time ever on my channel, and probably for the first time you see, and hopefully you'll see other ones, you're going to see me go in the dispensary and you're going to watch your boy Mastermind make a purchase inside of a dispensary here in Detroit, Michigan. So make sure you watch this all the way to the end. Hit that like, subscribe button, and hold on tight for something very special. Let's dive in.
Another mastermind hit.
Like I said, we're getting ready to go in here and make a purchase, but like I said, make sure before you do that, you hit the like, subscribe, and you plan on watching this video to the end. We got a lot of work to tie on this video, so here we go. How you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, in every dispensary, just like in Ohio, you still have to check in with your med card and your ID. So that's the same process at most facilities, no matter where you go, even if you're in a different state. But that's pretty much how it is here.
Is that back?
Yes, sir.
I'll buzz you through that door. It'll just be a couple moments.
All right, all right. So yeah, we go through here, going in the lobby.
We went and bought a cabinet, rebuilt it, and redid all the everything. We did it all.
Wait for him to call our name.
All right, you ready?
Blake, right?
Yes, sir. Welcome to Hayat. Come on in.
All right, so as you can see, this is pretty much what dispensaries look like nowadays. You have a large variety of products, medical and recreational, all in the same facility. As you can see, they have the flower products here. Today I'm here to shop about vape cards, so that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm on a tight budget, need something that's inexpensive. Tell me what's going on here and work our way down to here.
Cool. So yeah, so select, that's one of the best ways to go if you're looking for a distillate cart. You're getting high THC there, you're getting a flavorful punch with the terpenes. They do nice added flavors. They're probably one of the most flavorful fruity carts that I found. I also love they do the 1-to-1. It's a great way to go for a distillate product if you're sticking with distillate and you want affordable. The cool thing about that, with a 1-to-1, you're getting as close to a full spectrum as you possibly really can with a distillate product. Coming down the shelf, we have the clear. They've been around for quite a while. They're one of the first ones in the distillate game. They got their, their true flavors. Everyone's, they know the potent pineapple. They know the OG, the lime sorbet. They used to do the distillate buckets, and they just went to just the cartridge model. Very affordable distillate cartridge with high THC percentage. Flavor isn't going to be as enhanced there, something like the Select, but you're going to get that enhanced potent.
I hear a lot about Church and Element. Real quick, which one's better?
Yes, sir. Element, in my opinion, I'll say is going to be better just because it's a live resin cartridge instead of the distillate cartridge. Going back to that full spectrum idea, that's about as close as you're going to get to a full spectrum product in a cartridge without skipping to something like a rosin or without just going straight to smoking flower.
All right, moving on to here's this roll.
Yep.
What's going on with these? Are these disposable?
Yeah, so Rogue, they kind of take the whole market with different areas, right? So they got the disposables, it's a cheap disposable, it's a 0.3. You buy it, you're done with it in the weekend, you throw it in the garbage. Or
how's that for the environment? I know somebody was going to say, what about the environment?
Right. They do say they're recyclable. The problem with a lot of these disposable pens is finding a recycling company to take them.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with that. We have the same issue in Ohio. We're trying to figure out how we can figure out how to recycle. We have Select in Ohio, but it's probably not as popular as it is here. I know they were here first, and I have dealt with them before, and they are some very tasty carts. I don't know exactly if they were the effects I was looking for necessarily, but a good flavor for the price.
Right. And that's why I think for effects, I think you're really going to lean towards these elements or any other type of live resin. With Rove, the one big thing I do like about them in terms of a distillate cart, they do the Rove Premier down here. With the Premier, they're using cannabis-specific terpenes.
Okay,
So-
cannabis-derived terpenes.
Yeah, so that's about as close as you'll get to a live resin
Do
cartridge while still
anybody
being
do lab
distillate.
reports on any of these things? Anybody do lab reports here?
Yeah, so everything,
Or whatever?
that's one thing about metric that you can look at that's good, is everybody in the metric system, they have to follow the standards, including lab
So it's not
reports.
like it was before where people were just getting away with literally whatever.
Right, and
House carts and everything.
yeah, and I'm sure there's people afraid of back market deals still happening, and that's one of those things that we really have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
But in terms of lab reports go, the good news is we are getting lab reports for every product through that metric system.
Everything in it.
Everything.
Even the best deal, the lowest price stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm familiar with MKX. They've been around for a long time. Shout out to MKX. I've been a customer for a long time, a fan. What's going on with these? I see you got some prices. We ain't gonna necessarily get in that, but this is kind of where people go with some of these familiar brands like MKX.
Yeah, so this cabinet here, this is kind of like you said, this is where you're going to find some of your more familiar faces, and also some of the better deals without going too far into price. Is usually where we'll kind of put the stuff for people who are specifically looking for those deals. They want bulk, they want to walk out here with 5 or 6 cartridges. We also have the Afternoon Delight hash rosin cartridges that just came in. We're getting really good reports on those. Again, now that's nice because that's introducing a whole new thing to the game of solventless.
See, I haven't had that here because we have those here in Ohio.
Yeah. Okay.
We've had it for a while.
Oh yeah.
They're not real popular. A lot of people don't really know what they are.
Right,
A
right.
lot of people think cart's a cart.
A cart to cart, yeah, and they don't think about the science of it. They don't think
No.
about
Nope.
the chemicals that are touching these products prior, and also just the
versus
flavor.
butane. Yeah, what do you prefer, CO2 or butane?
I'm a CO2 guy,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
It's cleaner, it's better.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people be on the fence, but I've observed both processes, and I don't like that you have to have a blast door and you can't.
Right.
It's a lot of security. I mean, you could really blow up fooling with that.
Right.
You know what you
Well, with CO2, you're getting those supercritical temperatures, and you're not damaging the terpenes as much too. So
Absolutely.
you're getting a more rich terpene profile. Whereas I have found the CO2 cartridges come out a little bit of a darker color,
Yeah.
and that scares people away. But I mean,
Just
color.
terps.
Yeah, I mean, color sometimes doesn't mean anything.
Terps
you know?
are definitely amber colors. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think you really know what terps look like. I don't think you
Right.
guys, like we just started selling terps in our market, in our program. You can actually buy a terp by itself and then do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
And we have a process, a company is doing that. And so I think a lot of people still not running and getting it. Wait, terps?
Right.
By itself? Like,
Right.
no THC, just terps. I'm like, I can't even know what that. Like,
Right. Yes, you can.
You can do all that.
You do a lot with it.
So I see Jakku in here. Little Wayne come out with this stuff. Tell me a little about Jakku. I mean,
Okay.
a little bit about it. Not
Yeah,
really.
I mean, obviously, in the cannabis market, these famous people, they got to get their faces on the products, right? You got Tommy Chong, Lil Wayne's jumping in the game. He came out with these pods. It's just like a jewel style kind of pod. It's what I do like about it. It's a very nice pod. The jewel pods that come out, they're really cheap. They're thin plastic. Pod, it's got a really nice thick wall around it. You know your oil's protected. If I walk out of here, I'm very clumsy. If I drop that pod, some of those other pods, they crack the second it hits the cement.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that, I have confidence that, I might have to drop it a couple times before I lose my product. I might not lose it at all because it's so thick. The downside is they work best with this pod pen, and I think they only work with this pod pen. So that's one of the catches there, right? You kind of got to buy a bundled deal. But from what I've heard, the battery life on these are really good, as well as they're set at a voltage that is meant to match the GQ pods. So you're never going to overcook it. You're never going to end up with that burnt taste.
Yeah, and that's something that often happens with 510 threads. I think a lot of people don't understand why they're coughing and choking on stuff sometimes. And
Right.
They shouldn't be.
Right. And especially when you have some of those 510 threads, you can't even adjust the voltage.
Yeah.
So
Now I know my viewers, they like, man, he's showing us these cards, man. We got to show them the Hall of Fame shirt. so we gonna walk down, pan this way, cameraman, show them this. So just give them some general information about how you guys. This is all your own stuff, right?
most of it, yeah. So you'll see most of the signs. They'll say our Hayat brand. That's grown in our facility. That's with our lab across the street. We also work really closely with Grown Rogue and Goldkind and Lyad. We get their stuff a lot too. I find on our ounce wall shelf. The cool thing about this, people like this because they get to look at it.
It's like a museum or something.
Yeah, we have the bud bar system like most stores, so that people can get up close with a microscope.
Yeah.
But most people, they want to hold the bag. They want to look at the bag.
But you have something new that Ohio needs to pay attention to as far as smell.
Yes.
Some of these jars are different now. They've changed this. I don't know if have you seen the ones that got like burp ones got a button on it?
Some of them have a button, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we ain't gonna show you too close, but you can see this is kind of how these are set up in here. So you can look, and there's a magnifying glass in this where you can look at it closer and
Get a good view of
Get a
those
good view.
trichomes, make sure they got a nice amber color.
But at the end of the day, when your customers come in here, where do they gravitate? Are they going to this? This is probably where everybody gravitates. It's the wall.
Everybody walks in and they're like, wow, look at all of this weed. And it's great too, because our ounces, we always have specials on our ounces. We always have a huge selection. We try to keep 30 plus strains of cannabis in here. And I mean, it gives you enough to look at right there alone. And then you turn around, you got a wall of edibles. You turn around, you got a wall of cartridges and concentrates. It's a very easy way. It's in your face. You get to look at what you're getting. You get to smell what you're getting. And you're going home, you're happy, you're satisfied. You're not going home wondering, did I get the right thing? Should I save $10 and got that? Should I spend $10 more and got that? You know you got what you wanted.
Right. Yeah, and so last thing I'm gonna do is show them. They do also sell CBD products. Pan that way and show them the medical edibles. We didn't really talk about it, but there is edibles here. Do we get a lot of people that buy edibles these days?
Yeah, so edibles are probably one of our biggest sales between that and the ounces. The cool thing about our edibles, we got all kinds of sales on them, so people can mix and match. A lot of dispensaries you go to, you say, MKX deal, they're like, well, you can get the MKX deal for this price, but you gotta stick with MKX. With us, we're like, well, we got all of these edibles at the same price. So they're all the same deal. If you want an MKX, a Choice Chew, an Afternoon Delight, a Tommy Chunk, and a Mint Extract as part of the deal, you get that, you walk out, and it's the same package deal. You didn't have to pay any extra.
And last thing, talk about y'all's relationship with High Time. See these trophies in here.
Yes, sir.
Well, how are y'all tied in with the High Time?
So this year we were one of the main intake partners for High Time. So we handled a lot of putting the bags together over at our facility, just kind of making sure everything went smoothly for the High Times Cannabis Cup release in Michigan. That went really well. We sold out all of our bags. It sounds like most of all the other stores sold out of theirs. And then so we got some trophies here specifically for Afternoon Delight. They won in 2018 and 2021 for the edible department. We're just kind of showing them their appreciation.
So that's y'all on that.
They work closely with our lab across the street.
Okay, yeah, and that's right. So you guys are vertically integrated too. So you growing the stuff nearby.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, everything is grown and sold in Hazel Park, which is really nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out how we can come check that out. I've toured a lot of Ohio facilities too, but I haven't been in any Michigan facilities.
So I'll get you connected.
Yeah, I'd love to tour. So yes, I think I figured out which one I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the live resin.
Okay. You want to pick out a specific flavor? That's fine.
Yes.
I think you mentioned before you're looking for something high in Mercy.
Mercy. You mentioned, I think, was it the pudding?
The pudding pop, yeah, that's a nice heavy hitter. It's a good indica.
I love the word heavy hitter. This heavy hitter, I'm like, yeah, that's the one.
With that one, I like it because it's got that good classic GG number 4 flavor, aroma, hit. And then the pudding pop, it just adds a nice sweetness in there. And then I'm telling you, it's extra indica.
And this is regular 5.2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Any idea what the recommended temps are on that?
So I believe, I can check the pops for you. I believe they recommend 3. Most companies will give you a recommendation. They do not, unfortunately. No.
That's the feedback for you, Element. You can go ahead and add a little bit more information. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, and I'm just gonna get that one. So we're gonna go ahead and check out now. It's a pretty easy process. Learned a lot. Hope you learned a lot. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button.
All right, got your goods right here in the bag.
All right. And you said,
I got it. Yes, sir. I got you up here, 26.50. Thank you very much. Just like that.
what's y'all's social media tag on social media?
So on Instagram, we're Hayat Craft Cannabis.
Okay.
And I think that's the only social media we're on right now, correct?
Okay.
Awesome. And so today we're going to set you up with one of these cards. You got yourself a nice coupon card for your next visit. The gifts always come here, you know, they come in different ways. Here's your goods here. I'm going to get you a receipt.
Yes, sir.
Here's your change, receipt. seat.
All right. So that was
Thank you
it.
very much, guys.
All right.